Alright guys, before today's episode, just a quick reminder that we are on Patreon. For as little as £3 a month, you can sign up and get access to an extra episode every 2 weeks, plus bonus content from all our previous live shows and first dibs for tickets for upcoming live stand-up and podcast shows.
Yes, we've got many hours of content over there for you to dive into and enjoy.
Loads of stuff.
30 hours, I want to say.
Something
roughly.
like that, and then not including the live shows as well on top of that. It's a place to go where it's generally it'll be the three of us just shooting the shit, shooting the breeze, without the guests. And the plan is to have some more bonus content from the public episodes going up there pretty soon as well.
Yeah, it's a good laugh over there. It's loose, it's fun, it's flirty, and you'll get loads of bonus content and be able to sleep easy knowing you're supporting the podcast, helping us book great guests and keep it all ticking over.
Exactly.
We appreciate every one of you who has so far.
We do very much so. And thanks a lot for everybody who has signed up to the Patreon. Hopefully we'll see some more of you there pretty soon. And aside for that, enjoy today's episode.
Enjoy.
Welcome to the Some Laugh Podcast.
It could be like, oh, that was some laugh, or there was just some laughs.
Well, no promising all laugh.
No, there's going to be some.
It's some laugh. Welcome to the show, Sam.
Oh, thank you so much for having me. Yeah,
It's great to have you here. You've been in Glasgow for a couple of nights doing your show. How long's the show at the moment?
wow, that's a pretty personal question straight out of the gate. How long is my show? It depends. You do two halves. I didn't know any of this stuff going in. I didn't know anything about it. I didn't know anything.
The bar need a break.
Yeah.
So
You've got to get up there, and then you've got to have this interval, and then you've got to go back out there. It's a long time.
You not got an opener, no?
My opener is this guy Knuckle. Yeah.
Knuckle?
Yeah.
What's his act like? What's he do?
Well, that's the problem. He's supposed to be the opening act, but sometimes he never goes. I just never even get to go on sometimes. He just keeps going. And I'm terrified of him. So sometimes he'll do 3 hours, and then I'm like, bring me on. I'm giving him the line. Knuckle, come on. And he's just, And he has had a hard life, but it's not, what he does it's not comedy.
No.
Yeah.
No.
How's his life been hard?
The guy's got a checkered past. Let me tell you that.
Yeah, what's he done?
He's just, he drinks out of a thermometer. He's fucked up, dude. He's not a good guy. He's not decent.
No.
For me, I would say that you should probably, he sounds like more of a middle act, so it could be somewhat of a knuckle sandwich. Come on!
That's exciting.
That's good stuff.
Not getting me on tape laughing at that.
That's good stuff.
I know we weren't going to discuss anything, but your glasses are upside down, Stephen. It's very funny.
It's a bit that I do.
Is it?
Discovered on holiday that if you wear your glasses upside down, people will talk to you. And
We were going to talk to you anyway.
and they'll
What? Where'd you go on a holiday? It's an insect sanctuary.
lots of crickets love these.
You do look like it, yeah.
No, I was in Portugal, and people just think it's the funniest thing ever when they're drunk.
Really? That's the big thing in Portugal?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you two are there.
It's good stuff.
Wow.
It is good stuff.
More like a bug-eyed thing
I got
going on
a
into
bit.
it.
Yeah, this is good stuff, man.
What about that insect that only lives for one day?
What one's that?
You know that fly that only lives for one day?
Mayfly?
It's crazy.
Is it a mayfly?
You got to do more than a day.
Yeah. There's so much to cram in.
You can't do Prague in a day. Spend the week soaking the culture.
What's your favourite animal, Sam?
Wow. I read an interview with Rowan Atkinson where he goes, at the start, he said, I'm not going to answer any personal questions. And then every question, they were like, oh, what did your parents think of your comedy? He goes, that's a bit personal. And then later on, they were like, what kind of music do you listen to? He goes, that is really, too personal. He just didn't answer any questions. Favorite animal? It changes up, doesn't it? Oh, at the moment, what am I into? I really
On the spot here. I've never seen you flail like this.
This is rough. This is cool. Well, if I say the wrong thing, a lot of animals will be disappointed. They'll be listening to this. Oh, please let it be me. A couple of fennec foxes. Oh, it's got to be me in there. I'm really into sort of ones that you just don't know how, like certain salamanders that can be incredible sizes.
Yeah.
Big salamanders.
Yeah, I did see one in Japan, and when they fed it, it would eat a steak. It was insane.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How big are we talking?
Bigger than
steak or
whatever
the animal?
you're thinking now. Double it. Yeah,
Like
it was
this?
huge. Yeah, they're sort of prehistoric and very slimy.
No.
What's Rowan Atkinson's?
Rowan Atkinson's
Yeah, do you know?
favourite animal.
I was thinking
gosh.
he was going to get asked that question, and then that was been the one he would have answered.
Oh, right. I mean, yeah, who could tell with that guy? What would his favourite animal be?
What about if we only ask you personal questions about Rowan Atkinson? How do you feel about that?
Wow. I mean, the guy doesn't like discussing his personal life, but I'm game.
Do you think his mum and dad liked him when he was growing
I
up?
reckon he would have been really polite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doing slapstick as a wee boy. and
Yeah,
all that.
funny stuff. He's a funny. I mean, yeah, I'm not the first person to say it. Funny looking guy. I love checking him out. I even like his little animated version, little animated Bean.
yeah,
I
yeah,
really
it's
like
good
the
stuff.
animated Bean.
Really
Yeah.
like that.
Bobblehead.
Bean was good.
Oh, Bean's
I'm not
100%.
afraid to say it.
Yeah.
Bean was good.
What's your take on Johnny English? But
Love it.
Ooh.
I liked it at the time, but I bet it doesn't hold up.
I seen
As
a
well.
thing. It was like, no, you see these.
I don't think people should make fun of spies.
No,
I think
no.
it's a serious business. So,
Well, it's funny you say that because I seen this thing and it was like there was some poll on Instagram, you know, one of these meme accounts, and they'd done like the top 5 spies, and number 2 was Johnny English
No.
That seems high.
he's the second best spy.
after James Bond.
Who
Who's
were
a
3
parody
through
of.
5?
I don't know, Tom
Jason
Cruise.
Bourne.
So,
I'm
some,
struggling
like-
to name more, frankly.
I think that was the problem that
Yeah.
nobody really knew who the spies were. Well, spies by their definition are secretive.
The best ones we don't know about.
Do you remember there was an American one that Steve Carell did? It was like Johnny English.
Yeah, with
That's Get Smart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uses a shoe as a phone, yeah.
Yeah.
He'd be in the top 5, please, Mark. Please, let him in there.
We'll redo the poll. On
I heard they get a lot of spies. They enlist sort of people from who work in cafes.
Really?
Yeah,
'Cause they
I heard this
overhear
recently.
lots of stuff.
Baristas, yeah, because they're good at talking to people. They're friendly. They're great at getting tips. I'm serious. That is true. These baristas, that's where they recruit from. Cafes.
That's cool.
I've heard that they only let people come to them. Like, so anyone who gets enlisted in the CIA, MI6 or whatever, come to them. Because I heard a story about a guy who was a window cleaner on the Russian, whatever, embassy. And he went to the CIA or MI6 or whatever it was and said, if you have got some sort of listening device that I can put on the window as I'm cleaning it.
Oh, right.
So he offered himself up. And then he was poisoned in Salisbury. And no.
Wow, so you've got to approach them. They're not out there.
That's crazy.
Surely
what I
that would
heard.
be the opposite. You would think.
Well, then I
Yeah.
guess though they need to. Well, yeah, because I suppose then people could use subterfuge. Because if you're going, why are you coming to me? Maybe you're-
Subterfuge.
Aye.
Is that an iron brew flavour? What is that? Subterfuge.
I don't know. Like, I suppose if someone goes to them, they could think, well, maybe they've been sent by the Russians. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
exactly. The Russians are sending people all the time.
Yeah.
I've heard. Yeah. It's a crazy. Last time I was in Glasgow, I was opening for this. Do you know this guy Conor O'Malley? And he told me that what's his name? The director, big director, Christopher Nolan.
Yes.
He said his brother is a CIA operative, and that Christopher Nolan is just totally undercover for the CIA and doesn't even care about the movies that much.
Right.
He's mainly into. Yeah, like
Just
it's
one,
all-
just one best picture there.
yeah.
And
Apparently, he
You
like,
told me
does.
his other brother's a murderer.
His third brother was a hitman.
Wow, these
Crazy
Nolans, what
family.
are they up to?
I know.
Yeah. And then the second one.
Yeah.
The second one's just another director. But
Yeah.
the guy, though, apparently, though, the hitman, his code name was Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
It all
Well, there's the
ties
proof is
in.
in the pudding, hey? Oh my gosh.
First name Barbie.
Re- Whoa. Yeah, great flick.
What's your thoughts on Margot Robbie, a fellow Russian spy?
Is she a spy? Well, I mean, she can do a great American accent. But yeah, just too much of a public figure, I feel.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd be like, I think this is, well, it's Margot Robbie.
Where is she from in Australia?
Sorry?
Where is she from in Australia?
Where, I don't know. Sort of,
We're only going to ask you questions about other people. by the way.
Yeah. I'm trying to think where she's from. It could be Rockhampton. I really don't know.
Can you tell it by
The Blue
accent?
Mountains, maybe.
Can you tell by
No,
accent?
no. I think you can't clock people as quickly
Right,
in
okay.
Australia.
In Australia, aye.
Yeah,
Where are you from?
you can't. From Queensland.
You just go.
You can't.
I'm from Queensland. You cunt. Sorry, don't cut that out. Bleep that. That's really inappropriate. Got a lot of-
Although I would say that Glasgow's probably one of the places similar to Oz where that is used quite liberally, the cunt word.
Oh, the cunt. Yeah. Oh. Sorry, I would never say that word.
Rowan Atkinson's not coming out with that, I'm telling you.
No,
way.
he doesn't say much.
No. He mimes it.
Can't hear him through that turkey.
It's true. You're going to hell for that one there. That is really. What were we talking about? Margot Robbie.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's got a T at the end of her first name. She's got secrets.
Good silence.
Softy, yeah.
The reason, Sam, that I'd said about your show length is because last August you done a show that was 10 minutes long.
Oh, at the
Fringe.
the Bulletproof 10.
What was that like? Was it surreal to just go out to a whole show and then just do 10 and then come off and that was it?
It's one of these things where it's so funny when you come up with the idea, then when you have to do it, you're thinking, what this is no good. This is crazy. Because originally the idea, I was talking about it with my friend Ray. The idea was that it was going to do, it was to do 10 minutes and everyone in the crowd gets a coffee, but it's a good coffee. Don't you think that would be so good? I was like, all the shows are too long, but 10 minutes and a really like a properly good coffee. I just think that would be just so perfect. Like a good coffee, it's not, they're not.
You didn't give coffee in the end, did you?
No, I couldn't sort out how to do that. We wanted to have like a bath full of. It was just hard. Yeah.
You think that would take longer than 10 minutes to serve everybody
That's the
coffee?
problem.
Yeah.
Everyone's got complicated orders these days. Yeah.
Australians love their coffee. That's something I've noticed.
Yeah.
Why is that? If that's not too personal a question.
Wow. Well, I think Margot Robbie is from Maroochydore, and I think we love coffee. I think just trying to do interesting stuff with those beans and just treating those beans respectfully. And,
Is this still Atkinson you're talking about?
I respect him more than most. It is a big coffee culture, and I think they invented the flat white, but don't quote me on that.
I'm going to use that in my next tour poster. Australians invented the flat white. Sam Campbell.
Shift a few tickets.
Yeah.
How did the Bulletproof 10 go?
It started rocky. Found my feet around minute 3. Lost them completely. Got them again. It was a roller coaster.
How long did Knuckles do?
Yeah, Knuckle did a good 7 minutes. I had one guy, this guy called Mark Silcox, this horrible guy.
Yeah.
He came out to he's not a decent guy. He came out and he did a small piece and he like missed his cue and took forever to come out.
Fantastic.
And there was more problems than it was nuts.
Did you have any pushback when you arranged it originally? Were they like, you can't do this and you had to convince them round, or did they just think it was funny as well?
No, I think, my agent Chris, he's not a Zionist. He's been to like 5 meetings. Get out of it, would you? It's okay to go to the meeting. He liked the idea a lot. Yeah, he sort of helped set it all up. Yeah.
But you've done a lot of kind of those. So when I seen you at the Fringe last time, you were on at 1:15 midnight at night.
Oh, late at night.
Midnight at night.
And you instead of having a poster, you just had a picture of you and Steve Bennett, the Chortle reviewer.
Which is still at Monkey Barrel, I believe.
Steve's an old friend.
Where was that picture taken, by the way?
It was at an event.
Yeah.
It was, I can't remember, something, and because everyone's always like, oh, you shouldn't talk to that guy, the sheepdog shouldn't be spending time with the flock. But he's like a big reviewer guy, and I just thought it'd be funny to get their photo. And then you can see my friend Sam Taunton. Sam Taunton, he's in the background, like glare, like looking.
He's like a meme for him.
Never tell that guy. That guy, he knows everyone's secrets. Do you know what his secret is? Do you know Sam Taunton?
I know him, yeah.
Be careful of this guy.
Yeah.
Be really careful. I know his secret. What he does. If someone tells me a secret, I'm like, wow, and my eyes go huge. He keeps them the same length and the same, the same. He keeps his eyes the same. So, and then you tell him more because you're trying to excite him. Yeah. It's just like, oh yeah, and then you're like, yeah, and then this happened, and she did this, and he did that, and this is what's going on, and that's how he knows everyone's secrets. And one day he will put together a dossier.
Maybe he's working for MI6.
He could be.
Do you know what? I played golf with him at Glen Eagles, and that seems like the kind of thing a spy might do.
You what, sorry?
I've played golf with him.
Oh, you played golf?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Did you tell him some stuff?
Yeah, probably flapping my gums around town.
Yeah.
Be careful around that guy. He is a seriously.
He could be in this room right now.
He might be.
Pretty sure he's on telly in Australia, but
Yeah, he gets a year. I shouldn't say that.
We can cut that out. I did listen to you on the Taskmaster podcast, and you said how much you get paid for that, and they had to bleep it out as well.
Oh, yeah.
How much?
I don't know if we need to bleep it here, do we?
Sorry?
How much?
I mean, I can only say what I got.
Yeah.
We'll bleep that, don't worry.
Yeah. No, you can keep it in. Not bleep it. Bleep everything around it. Oh, yeah. Or do just a really soft bleep where it's like, oh, yeah, we heard it.
That's cool, man.
Yeah. It goes quick, though. You know, it's expensive over here and stuff.
Yeah. What'd you spend it on?
All of it went to charity, yeah.
Yeah, that's
The
cool.
beautiful alopecia people.
No outfits, no over-the-top outfits.
No,
Nothing
none of
like
that. All straight to charity.
Yeah,
You know.
that's
That's
cool.
very kind of you. But seeing your shows, right? This is what I'm trying to conduct a serious
Is that a
interview.
Fitbit or it's just a regular
No,
watch?
it's just the standard, the comedian standard
Casio.
issue. Casio.
Oh, nice.
But do you ever get people that have just? I suppose the whole point of you doing that is that you're kind of, you really need to know what you're coming to come. If you're not really advertising your show, it's on late at night, so people will come, but you still get people that come and just are like have no idea what the show is going to be and they don't know what the fuck it is. Do you ever have that type of experience with the audience?
Oh, all the time people who, they don't know what's going on.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they just look at you like you're, from another planet sort of thing. But you need a bit of that. You don't want people, they can't keep their tongues in their mouths. Like, I love this. Is there anything worse, You don't want sycophants. You want,
Because I think that
You want regular, hard-working, soul to the earth, taxpayers.
because the idea of doing that type of thing where you just like have a laugh with the poster and that stuff is great, but I would always be worried about like people not knowing it's on and all these type of things. Even your Instagram, it's just like McDonald's comedy or something like that, which I don't know if you're aware of it, which is the most ungoogleable thing imaginable. I would imagine.
McDonald's is one of the biggest chains out there.
I imagine you're throwing SEO money at it to get up to the top.
What's that?
Search engine optimization. You're at the top
What
of
is
Google.
this? What? Oh, I don't know that. What's it?
If you Google McDonald's, it would mean if you paid them enough money, your Instagram would come up.
You can do that?
Yeah, I think you should do that as a bit.
I mean, maybe not with
Really?
McDonald's, but
Yeah, I
with
don't
other
think you
stuff.
could pay.
Wow, so you can buy clicks and stuff. I thought this whole world seemed. I reckon they cook the numbers. All these people all these people watch my reel, and then,
Yeah, I think
my friend says stupid games, stupid prizes. I don't know. I think they cook because they make up a lot of these numbers. People are like, I got 40,000 things for my impression of my grandma. You're like, I don't know, really 40 million or whatever. It's too many. I
Yeah.
think. Yeah, I reckon it's like a couple hundred, and then they just add a few zeros.
yes.
Zuckerberg and the rest of his goons.
I think that's exactly what happens. But do you know that because I thought it was interesting that you had
Do you know Zuckerberg?
the McDonald's thing, right? Because you're obviously Sam Campbell, and the Campbells and McDonald's were two famously clashing clans in Scotland. Do you know about this?
Oh, I thought we might get into the clans. Oh, shit. No, I'm a Protestant. No, I've heard there was blood spilled and a few like promises. They're like, you can have this, you can't do that, and nasty stuff. But I don't support I don't support much violence.
Just some.
What violence do you support?
Well, of course, a big headbutt and stuff like that.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Headbutt's a good one. A Glasgow kiss, they call that.
Have you been headbutted?
Not to my recollection, but then you wouldn't remember it, would you?
Have you ever? Any of you guys have?
I don't believe so.
As a friend.
As a pet.
Oh, a friendly butt.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
But not like a violent
No.
altercation.
What do you mean?
Like my mate going out and doing that.
Sticking the heat in you.
Here's a question, and is that to practice for when you do have a violent one? So you do them with your
friend.
friends, and then so you're ready to do a really big one when finally it's time.
Yeah, and he's pretty good at them.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure there's a science to it, and I'm sure this has been covered, but I don't see how you can headbutt someone without really hurting your own head.
Yourself, yeah. It's a two-way street.
That's the problem. It's the only way to be a man, though.
An initiation ritual of
Yeah.
sorts?
Have you been headbutted?
Oh yeah, big time, and I've given them out.
Yeah.
Yeah, because people say, "Oh, you lose brain cells when someone gets you," and that's true. But what people don't know is you do. You gain them by headbutting other people. That is actually true.
It's a karmic balance.
Yeah, there is. It's
Is it
seriously like
transfer?
that. That's Einstein was apparently always headbutting other mathematicians, and that's how he.
I think that is one of Newton's laws, to be fair. isn't
Yeah,
it?
and these guys are geniuses.
Law of motion. Aye. That's true.
That's pretty sweet.
That's why it's outlawed in the you can't do it in the UFC. A headbutt.
Alright.
Maybe just because they don't want them to get smart enough to ask for better wages or something.
That's true.
Really, you're not allowed to headbutt?
No.
Well, I've got a new league where it's only headbutting. Yeah, that's it. You can't do anything else.
There is a power slap league, and they just slap. They're just allowed to slap each other.
Oh, yeah, there's so many tournaments out there.
Yeah, have you seen the tag? The super tag? Tag?
That's competitive now.
Yeah. Yeah, like the extreme sport version of it.
Did you ever play this when you were wee? See, instead of tag, we'd play this game called Catch One, Catch 'Em All, and basically the idea was that once you caught someone, they were part of the sort
You've
of
enlisted them.
the hunting team
and they hunt.
until you catch them
Yeah,
all.
it's good that.
And where would this take place? In an empty? That's a local reference.
Just in the streets.
Was this on the Squinty Bridge? Watch a few episodes of Monica the Glen and go and see the Slab Boys. Do
Aye.
you know that?
Yeah. John Byrne.
That was a headbutt off the fingers.
Did you get smarter?
Sorry? I inherited some of Mark's knowledge.
Some of his secrets.
Yeah. What's your biggest secret?
I don't know. Nothing I can broadcast.
Yeah, you can't, can you?
Never
We can
heard
bleep it.
It'll be a soft beep though.
You've told a few secrets.
I've told the secret. Yeah.
Really? Have you ever gotten in trouble for something you've said on this this program?
Not to my knowledge.
Right.
But I just have said stuff that's embarrassed me.
Oh, right. Well, yeah. So just to yourself.
Yeah, basically. I just,
Do you ever regret after you do a podcast, you're like,
yeah.
Yeah, all the time.
More when
Every
I'm the
time.
guest, though. I feel when I do other podcasts, because you're not as in control of where the conversation goes, and sometimes they take it in weird directions, or you don't get to finish your story or something.
oh, that's the worst. You start telling one and then, oh my gosh. Yeah, there should be people who come and after people have done a podcast, when they calm down.
Aye.
Yeah.
Like a kind of warm down
Yeah, because they have that, don't they, in other sort of arenas?
sport.
Yeah, in sports, absolutely. Yeah, they don't just like finish this, and that's what podcasting is like. It's as intense as
Is it elite level sport?
I really think it is.
Up there with the headbutt league.
It's all going to change, and you know, comedians used to smoke and drink and stuff like that. In the future, because it's like people did that playing cricket. You know, they'd be smoking a cigarette on the field, and then now they're like, I can't believe they did that back then. Soon, podcasters will be seen as these elite athletes, and they're like, I can't believe these guys used to drink beer, but Krishna, I can't believe it. Soon, yeah, they'll be sort of these perfect people.
Yeah, they'll be looking at them the way that we look at like George Best and stuff now. Going, I
Yeah.
can't believe they threw it all away.
Do you like sport, Sam?
Sorry,
Do you like sport?
I like George Best. He used to live at the Barbican.
Did they?
Where's the Barbican?
It's in London. It's like this. It's made of distressed concrete. I talk about the Barbican a lot, too much. But yeah, he used to live, and he'd always get lost and walk into other people's flats. And they'd be like, "Oh, it's George Best."
It's just what he does.
Yeah,
Like a cat.
yeah.
You've been living in the UK for a bit now, Sam. How have you
Yeah.
found it compared to Australia?
I want to die. No, it's good. It's all right. Yeah, it's good. It's a beautiful, beautiful place. Yeah.
Do you miss the weather? I know it's.
Oh yeah. I miss the lifestyle and stuff like that. Yeah.
Aye.
Big sunbather.
No, absolutely, of course, yeah. I've never thought of that. I've never thought of myself as a big sunbather, but yeah, no, absolutely.
Well, it's so sunny in Australia. You can't really sunbathe there. Certainly not during the hours of 12 and 3.
Yeah, the UV rays. You've just got to be so careful.
We went on a school holiday, and a guy fell asleep on the beach for the whole day, and died.
No, you don't.
No, he didn't die, but
What the hell?
he got like sunstroke, and he had to just stay in the room for like the rest of the
Where
day.
was this? Not in Australia.
Costa del Sol.
You went on a school holiday to Costa del Sol.
Yeah.
What was it? Like an 18th to 30?
I don't think
What
this guy went to
culture?
St. Anthony's. Is that what the place was called? What's your place?
It's now called St. Peter's.
St. Peter's. Oh, yeah. We went past his old school. Oh, you were in the car.
I didn't go to that school. I went to Clydebank High.
Oh, beautiful.
He's a Protestant as well.
Are you? Yeah, incredible.
Were you about to say something? And then
Sorry, I'm a bit busy.
That's what we do. It's a sign.
What was that?
it doesn't matter. I was going to say something there and then realised that It's a contentious issue.
What is that?
Protestants.
Oh, we're not getting into that. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ, the Holy Spirit, and the big guy. I'm not touching it. That's not where I go.
Sam, am I right in thinking you live with Mark Silcox?
No. That's sort of I used to, yeah, but not so much anymore. Yeah.
What was he like to live with?
Do you know Mark Silcox? Can we have him flash on screen? Do people know this guy?
Put a photo of Mark
So he can sort of fly past.
How would you describe him?
No.
Oh, good. Talking to him's like being alone. He's all right. He's just a strange guy. I don't know how old he is. I don't know anything about him. His wife is writing a book, and he doesn't know what it's about. I was like, what is her book about? He goes, yeah, I don't know. If my wife was writing a book, I'd know a lot about it.
Is it a bit though?
Is it a book? A bit?
A bit. The whole everything his whole life.
Is
feels
his
like,
life a bit?
Yeah. feels like his
That'd be a
whole
good
life.
gravestone. My life was a bit. Just by the way.
Got you.
I don't know. He's always got this strange inventions and strange stuff. He's a great table tennis player.
I've seen him play table tennis.
Yeah, he is
Is it
really
good?
good.
Is it?
He's nice with the paddle, but I do not love his attitude. He'll often,
Aggressive.
when you do get it off the edge of the table, the kiss,
Yeah.
don't celebrate that. And Mark loves smiling and rubbing his belly if he gets one of those.
You got to throw the hand up,
I
apologise.
think it is an
surely.
apologise, but he's giggling and, yeah.
Okay, if it just kind of creeps over the net, he's like...
He loves that, yeah. He's like, yeah.
I love it as well.
Yeah. But there is sportsmanship, though. You can't celebrate that kind of thing.
There's an etiquette, I think.
There is an etiquette, yeah.
It's a gentleman's game.
A lot of these activities and stuff you had to do on your own Taskmaster. Sam, how did you find your experience on that? Did you find it difficult to perform all the tasks?
I'm just enjoying Mark trying to do an
I'm just
interview.
that is when people say, "Oh, that's a great question." That's a great question. I it was sort of. I don't know. I didn't really know what was going on. So I thought I'd watched it, but you think, I'd just seen a few clips.
Aye.
Like there were times when they were like, "You've got to bring in a prize." I was like, "What the fuck? What? There's a prize?" There was stuff. There's a lot of elements to it that you can find out about, but I hadn't done enough research.
Yeah, you just watched the clips.
But
and
yeah,
stuff?
I liked being in that house, and you got ordering all the food, and you get to choose what food the whole crew gets.
So you
This is
stay...
quite a powerful position to be in.
It's too much pressure.
You don't stay there, do you?
You don't stay there. No. They drive you home. They have those cars.
It's like people say about I'm a Celebrity, like they don't actually sleep in the jungle, they just go to a hotel next
Is
day.
that what they do?
But this is a conspiracy theory people have got.
There's so much artifice in this industry.
Do you like the royal family?
Yeah. The word addiction comes to mind. I just can't get enough of these guys. They're so nice. Yeah.
Have you stayed with them before?
I have a few times. Yeah. As sort of a special guest. Yeah.
Yeah.
In their beautiful palace.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What's that
they
like?
bring me on as one of the. They always interview like a royal advisor. I'm a royal advisor.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
So you must know a lot about them.
Anything. I'm all ears. You're all. I'm going to make you all ears. You're about to grow many ears because I'm going to tell you whatever you want to know. Get ready to.
Okay. I've got a couple of questions.
Okay.
Lizards?
Yes, they have many pet lizards and look after them very well.
Those are the ones that are eating
perfect
steak that you've
diet.
seen, surely.
No, they're not. They are human. They're not from the middle of the earth, and they've come up here. That's not true.
That's cool.
Yeah.
How many rooms in the house?
Yeah. How many rooms in the palace? And this is not something you could look up. So, yeah, 1,000. Yeah.
That's not far off, by the way. I did a pub quiz once, and that was the answer. It was like 900 odd or something.
Well, yeah, I did round up. So.
Yeah.
My father's
fair
house has many rooms.
Any other questions?
No, I want to let Mark ask him about Taskmaster. There'll be loads of Taskmaster fans listening, be like, "Fuck me."
The one thing I did hear is that you done stand up at the Taskmaster rap party.
Oh yeah, yeah.
corporate.
Yeah.
What was the thinking behind doing that?
Oh, I saw a mic and I had to go. It was at that place, 21 Soho, who were in a lot of trouble. They're not paying people.
That's what I seen. Yeah.
Nasty.
Oh dear.
Oh, yeah, shit.
Yeah. There's some creepy stuff in this industry. It's sick.
Pretty sick.
Yeah.
It's fickle and it's sick. It's nasty.
There's no real examples though, I think, of like an entertainer whose life has been ruined by showbiz. Really,
pressures of
I can't
showbiz.
think of any.
No.
Just looking around
Really?
this room right now.
No.
No, I can't. No, none spring to mind.
Wow.
No.
Yeah. What has it taken a toll on you guys at all? You know, that life, being on the mic, being on the road. Oh my gosh.
I don't like, but I think the road is difficult to maintain a steady sort of schedule and all that. It's hard to live a normal life because you're always, every week's different, isn't it?
Yeah. Traveling.
Travel lodge.
What do you get up to when you're on the road? What you've been doing in Glasgow?
Just saying stuff.
In Glasgow. Well, I've only been here for a bit. I'm staying at the Ibis.
Nice.
Lovely part of town.
It
Yeah.
really is. There is a construction site, and so it's tough during that sound of metal on metal. It's not so good.
I'm trying to drive. I tried to pick you up, but I couldn't get down the street.
There was a lorry reversed into a lane and it was holding up the whole street.
Yes,
Sorry about
just
that.
the sound. You're just like, oh, the clanging of metal. We need construction companies that pride themselves on discretion.
Well, we actually, when we were staying at the Fringe last year, the place...
Do you know what I mean? They wrap every brick in a serviette. They're like, shh, people might be sleeping.
Really, it's like the opposite of Jenga. Really gently.
Yeah, really
fucking
nice
in.
guy. And not wearing those fluoro outfits. It's unbecoming. We want pastels, you know? They're like, really... And they don't yell out at women. They write them beautiful letters. And they never even send them. They just write them and keep them in the wooden chest.
Considerate construction, I believe that's called.
Considerate construction. Is that real?
Yeah, that's what the guys next to our place at the
We're
Fringe
not
did.
practicing as far as I
But
could.
no,
yeah.
because
Really?
Yeah, we were waiting up with
Yeah.
drills and shit every single day, weren't we? But
Yeah.
I didn't see them shouting at any women, to be fair. So maybe
That's something. Yeah.
It's pretty considerate.
It is nice, yeah. Sometimes it takes everything just not to yell something out, hey? Am I right, fellas? Excuse me!
Do you like catcalling?
Sorry?
Do you like catcalling?
Do I like catcalling? No. As someone who's been sort of the victim of it, I really don't think it's good.
Oh shit!
can't walk down
People
the
yell
street.
stuff out to me.
What,
What
have
did
they-
they
what have
say?
you had?
They say, I want to cover you in soy sauce and take you to the black market, sell you on the fish market.
The black market of.
People say they want to tie me up, treat me like a piñata. People do, they yell stuff out to me.
Is this on stage or off stage?
This is just walking around, yeah. People
That's not
yell
considerate.
stuff. Even at the library where people are not supposed to yell, people will call out to me like, hey, I want to, fuck you, stupid. And, dress you up as a Gilgamesh. And yeah,
How does that affect your mental health?
I love it. No, it's not okay. You should never talk to anyone. I mean, you should talk to people, but you need to be very careful,
Yeah, that you don't say stuff like that.
Yeah, people need to have their light on to be. Do you know what I mean? People need to be so respectful.
What, like one of those fish that have got the lights?
Potentially like those, yeah, yeah. And it's like this. Yep, you're allowed to yell at me and yeah, call stuff out to me.
It's like one of those singles nights. If you're wearing a green sticker, then you can shout whatever you want.
Yeah,
Sort of
yeah,
situation.
yeah. Because every now and again you go, "Oh, I wouldn't mind being shouted out," but it's very once in a blue moon.
Yeah. And that's it. If it started happening, you would soon realise it's not all it's cracked up to be.
Exactly. Yeah.
And then if you've got like an amber sticker, it's like maybe I'm in the mood if it's the right person.
Depends what it is.
Depends.
Case by case.
Yeah,
You
case
judge it-
by case basis.
Judge it by the face. At that point, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard you say that you go to the British Library every day. Is that true?
Where do you get your research there? What is this, an episode
Someone
of Hot Ones? Oh, who we got here? Shag, married and annoyed. Listen here. Oh my God. You come down here. I do go there a fair bit. Yes, it is true. Yes, and so do a lot of people. Although their database did get hacked into.
Does it?
Yeah, the internet was sort of down for a long time because some hackers, and they did it just to say they could.
What was your alibi in all this?
I've never hacked any. No. I'm on the right side of history. I was there just playing, Club Penguin for 5 hours, and then it all got hacked. It all went down. I was mining for ore on my RuneScape, and then it all just fell apart. Do you go? Where do you do? You work? I've been in your house. I've been roaming around. You've got a lot of affirmations and stuff.
I do.
You do. It's nice. It is nice. You've got stuff like this. Seinfeld said this and this.
Yeah. I can't even remember what I had on what I've got in my room, but because that way, you put stuff up and then it's there so long you forget it's even there.
I think it was a Seinfeld quote.
That would have been a
It was,
Seinfeld.
who are these people? it's why are these washing detergents? They can get out blood. Who's got blood? What are these blood people?
It's called a positive affirmations.
Yeah, no, it's hard to where you want a good. What you put in is what comes out. You know, I'm try to have very good influences. You got to go to the British Library.
Yes. Who are your influences comedically, Sam? Would you say?
My comedic influences.
Mm-hmm.
Oh gosh, all the big ones. So yeah, I mean, we mentioned him. Animated Mr. Bean was huge for me. I do. Who else do I like? Oh gosh, I'm trying to think who I've been really interested. Yeah, certain butlers. I like the butler mentality. Yeah, I think butlers
Like
are
that
pretty
guy
funny.
that's Diana's butler. What's his name?
But Paul Burrell.
Well, you would
Paul
know
Burrell, you
because
would know.
He's an old friend.
I knew he was on I'm a Celebrity.
Was he?
Yeah.
Wow, probably good
Probably the
preparation.
butler at the fucking hotel he stayed at.
Yes. Your insect is ready. Do you know the beep test? Did you ever do that at school?
We called it the bleep test. I don't know
Bleep
why we-
test.
I don't
Do you
know why we-
really?
Yeah.
we had an extra L.
Don't know why we put the L
And
in.
that's not the only letter we had in from Australian products. Wheat-Bix.
Oh my god.
You've been sitting on a bit
Wow,
of
he's been
observation.
waiting for this. Stephen, baby, I've never seen this side of you. Oh my god, he's kind of revved up.
We say Wheat-Bix and you say Wheat-Bix.
Yeah,
How about
yeah.
that?
The A is just been added in there.
How about that?
Yeah, I mean it's shocking. It's
a good bit.
Wow, I mean, yeah, it's outrageous.
What were you going to say about the beep
Pisses
test?
me
We've done
off.
that thing where you start
And
a
they're
story.
different shapes as well.
Yeah.
The Wheat-Bix has they've got this, I'm really sorry, but this we are getting into the weeds here. This is serious. Wheat-Bix has got like a corner like that, and Weetabix is rounded.
Round.
Yeah.
And also it's, I would dare say, drier in Australia.
I don't know how you can get dry.
You take
If
that?
you didn't give me a lift here, I'd be out of here. That's one of the most offensive things I've ever heard in my life. You are not a decent person. You're a sick puppy.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. Yeah, they are dry. It's no, and I don't think they're that healthy. I think it's all just
No, I don't think it's healthy.
It's marketing.
Mug's game, that.
That's marketing.
branding.
What about this? What about this? Every ad, the ads shouldn't have these big budgets. Save that for the movies. You ever see a movie and you're like, all these ads, the production value is too good. You should only get £50 budget for your ad. And no professional actors. It has to be the CEO of the company. Don't you reckon?
Yeah, that'd
so.
be great. Yeah.
Yeah, because if they get these good-looking people and all these beautiful animations whizzing around, it's not right. You get the guy, the CEO, that could be like, oh yep, I've got this great new drink. Try it out. We need to
More desperate pleas.
more desperate please.
Thing
Straight
is,
down the barrel.
Equality,
Yeah.
that's an equal society, isn't it? Everybody spends 50 quid. They promote their own products.
See, that's
And-
against what most of these companies are after, though, isn't it?
What equality?
Yeah, like capitalism.
Yeah, the free
We just
market.
need way less greed overall. I'm serious.
I agree.
Me too.
Well, unless you're pro greed there, Stu.
No. I don't want my silence to be a tacit endorsement of greed.
That's all it takes
Yeah,
for
Christ.
evil to prosper.
Complicit. Yeah.
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 Good people
So
who
you-
sat by and said nothing.
You
Yeah.
don't like greed?
A poor greed.
Yeah,
Of course I do.
absolutely.
What about gluttony, greed?
Oh, I'm so down on these gluttonous people. It's
Yeah.
just wrong. Yeah. The only time you should look into someone else's bowl is to see if they've had enough.
That should be on the Wheat-Bix advert. That should be it.
That's, my mum has that tattooed on her lower back.
I'm going to put that up as an affirmation in my bedroom.
She's not my biological, but she's just a woman that makes me call her mother.
This is all a quote coming out of Seinfeld for the speech bubble.
Do you call digestives chocolate wheaten in Australia? Is that a thing? Have you ever heard of that?
Wow. I've just called them digestives.
Aye.
Yeah.
Because my gran once asked me to get her chocolate wheaten, and I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? And it turns out she meant digestives, and then I googled it, and they said the only place that's still called that is Australia. But it
She
turns
spent a
out-
lot of time in Australia.
Wow. Did she?
No, she's just lives in the past. I
like
think
the way
they
you
Right,
talk-
we used to call it
The
like
way
Yeah.
you talk to your grandma. What the fuck did you just say? What's that supposed to mean? I'll have you all. I'm a slab boy from way back.
I don't even really know what a slab boy is. I know it's for that John Byrne fucking.
They hit
Play.
things off the slabs, don't they?
Yeah, I think paint is involved, aren't there? People who make paint.
Ah,
And that's
yeah.
how he got into painting. He goes, I want to do a painting of my own.
I read an interview with him, and he basically was like, "I never take a day off. If you take a day off, you're an amateur. Every day you should be working." And while I was like, I quite admired the work ethic, I'd also be like, he seems quite miserable, to be honest.
Yeah.
Not written that one on the wall.
No.
Yeah, take a day off.
Do you find it easy to take days off, Sam?
Well, today is my day off from touring and I came in to do the podcast. So maybe I do have that work ethic.
No.
Yeah.
You're a regular slab boy yourself.
Maybe I am a bit of a slab boy. All right. Yeah. Okay. Get out of the squinty bridge, cause a bit of trouble.
You were mentioning that you'd passed by the Hydro last time you were here. Would you ever see yourself playing? Would you like to ever play like a big arena or anything?
What are you talking about? What, me in the Hydro?
Do like a 5-minute set of the Hydro.
I think it'd be great. You'd be able to utilise the big screens well, I think.
Really? It seems like a lot of pressure. I did see Michael McIntyre in his show. I went to watch it in a big venue. And I thought it was going to be like no good. Do you know what I mean? Because you're like, there's just like so many advertisements for his Funko Pop. I'm like, what is Michael McIntyre trying to? He's trying to sell Funko Pops. Like, there's all these ads and for his merchandise. And sorry if his people are watching this. I'm a big fan and I want to be on the wheel so badly. I want to spin me around. I'll pretend I'm in the microwave. Let's go, Michael. But they, what are we talking about here? It was a beautiful show.
Yeah.
He is so funny. Like when he comes out and at one point he took because he had all the merchandise, the cheap shirts and stuff. I was like, oh, but as soon as he's on, he takes it pretty seriously.
Yeah.
He was like, at one point he drank some water and he apologized. He was like, I'm so sorry, that wasn't funny. Like he's always wants to be pumping out the gags. He was like, I'm sorry, that was a wasted moment.
Yeah.
Like he is, I really enjoyed it. And it reminded me of being a child.
Why?
Yeah.
Going to
Just
see
watching
like
a big
Carl
thing.
Barron at the Moncrief Theatre. And I remember my dad had just had a skin cancer cut out of his neck and he had stitches and I was embarrassed to be sitting next to him. But then I thought, you can't be embarrassed because my friends from school were across the way. And I was like, they're going to make fun of me because my dad's got some weird, stitches from his neck. And I thought, I'm proud of my dad's neck. You know what I mean? And I saw this boy watching the Michael McIntyre. What's that song? Dancing in the Dark came on. Bruce Springsteen. And he was there. It's just some gawky kid, like much like myself, sitting next to his parents, and they both singing along. And he was just watching them, and he was so proud of his parents. It was really beautiful.
That's gorgeous.
Like he's like, yeah, and they're singing along, and he was, people talk about being proud of, the people's children. I like when a child is proud of their parent. I think that's really nice.
Yeah.
So
Imagine that was a review of Michael Mann.
So
4
stars.
stars.
Yeah. So if I was to play the Hydra and give someone that experience, then I would
great.
sign me up right now.
And actually, you do make drinking water funny because in one of your specials when you picked up, there was some music played.
Oh, yeah.
McIntyre could have taken a leaf out of your book.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well, no. I think I want to be on the wheel so good. Have you seen his show, The Wheel?
Yeah.
You spin around.
What would your subject be?
My subject on the wheel.
Surely
Oh.
the Royals. Surely.
The royal family. Oh, not bad. Maybe textures.
Textures.
Yeah.
There's different
Like
textures.
my favourite textures.
What would that be?
Distressed concrete.
Oh, yeah. Sure.
I just love my
Maybe if that concrete went to see Michael McIntyre, it wouldn't be so distressed at all.
Oh, yeah. What's your favourite texture? Let's be honest.
I would
real.
say, what would you call it?
We're gonna get
Suede.
real.
I like suede.
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 Aye.
Crushed velvet.
Crushed velvet, really?
You should see my living room.
Well, yeah, I'd like to. Is it clad with?
It's all concrete.
yeah. Couldn't afford the crushed velvet. No, there's loads of crushed velvet in there.
What about
Please.
satin sheets?
Satin sheets. Can we put some music over this piece? It's quite beautiful.
Yeah. totally.
Satin sheets.
Satin
I like a
sheets.
good heavy cotton, like a thick cotton. I enjoy.
Crushed cotton.
For sure, why not?
I actually get my shoes made out of suede.
You got
blue.
them made out of suede.
Yeah, the
All
blue.
right.
Do you get them made?
Yeah.
Who do you get them to make them?
No
Shoe
idea.
tailor.
Sorry? Do you really?
My manager.
Timpsons.
You've got a guy who makes you shoes. Is this real?
Tom Parker, his name is. He's my manager, and he got me my suede shoes.
Did he?
Yeah.
Wow.
Quite crazy.
Is that real? Oh, that's yeah. That's really nice of him. Yeah,
no,
wish
no.
I sort of had that relationship with my.
I'll put you in touch with him.
He just takes 60%. Is that good?
Yeah. You might be able to get on the wheel.
Listen, he's a member of Hamas, but he's a good guy. Imagine bleeping the whole thing except for one word.
It's like a redacted document. From
Yeah. Oh, I love a redacted document. Yeah. And like old prison letters where they black out stuff. Mm-hmm. It's kind of exciting.
There was an old trick that I wonder if it would work on this, but did you remember, did you ever get scratch cards and use a lighter and see if it had prizes under it?
No.
Oh.
Under the scratch cards? It was an old trick.
Did it work?
No.
So you could see who killed Kennedy by doing that, babe.
Yeah, maybe that would work for the.
Imagine that's how they revealed it was a scratch card. You scratch it off. This is who did it.
Just nobody had ever thought to do that. So I thought that was
Got 3 grassy knolls, I'm in here.
I reckon he's still alive.
That's good.
Kennedy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where do you
I
think
reckon
he
a lot
is?
of them are. Mm-hmm. There's definitely a place where they are spending time together.
Epstein's Island.
No, don't. When I think definitely, I do agree in Ireland, but not. I'm sure I think. Sorry.
Cuba. That's where Tupac
Potentially.
is. Potentially.
Is that what they reckon?
Apparently, that's what they think he is. Aye.
Gosh, imagine if we found out no one had ever died, and all people who reckon they've died have just, as you say, an old trick, figured out this other place where we go.
Some people do think that.
Do they?
In a sense.
Do you have
Heaven?
conspiracy theories? Do you have any of your own?
I'm one of the more conspiratorial people.
Yeah.
I can't really keep a lid on my paranoid delusions.
What we're talking?
Ooh, biggest conspiracies. Wait, no. Well, I mean, give us any topic, and I'll hit you with one of my conspiracies based on it.
Water bottles.
Water bottles, we don't need them.
I don't know if that's a conspiracy.
We don't need a vessel. We don't need we're bringing back lakes and watering holes.
Yeah.
So do you think that water would just sit on its own if the bottle wasn't containing it?
Have you seen A Bug's Life?
Do you know, I was thinking that looks so satisfying on A Bug's Life.
Oh, yeah.
The
I've got the whole
glob thing.
routine about that.
Have you?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
man.
You can come and see me at the show. Can we get the links flying past?
Yep. Yeah, I'll
It's
make
just all pictures of Mark Silcox.
With a few links, and you have to click the link. No, I got a Silcox. No, a Silcox.
All pop-ups, yeah.
Can we add that? Is that hard to add?
I think we could add that.
Yeah, we're paying an edit.
You heard the man.
Working.
You heard the man.
Yeah, we could do that.
What about hippos? Any theories on them?
Sorry?
Hippos? Hippopotamuses?
Do we need them?
Oh, they are one of the more dangerous ones out there.
Yeah. The most
Yeah.
dangerous.
Are they saying they're most dangerous?
They're deadly, man.
Even worse than guns.
They've got a good marketing department.
Yeah, and it's all at night, hey. Like, they're so peaceful during the day, they lie in there, and then at night it all comes out of them, and they start trampling on people, right?
They're the fastest animals in the world.
Hippos, are they?
That can't be true.
No.
He said it confidently.
I mean, I was convinced as well, but they can't be what about birds?
Faster.
Really?
Have you seen a bird walking? Slow.
Yeah, it's not
Can
bad.
it be faster than
I
like
don't know
a
if it's a
lion
walker, is
or
it?
one of these fast animals?
Yeah.
Faster
What
than-
about faster than a horse?
Over what distance?
What?
You're talking shit. man.
What?
Yeah.
Over what distance?
No, they would have hippos in the Grand National if that was the case.
Yeah, they do.
I don't know if that's true.
They do.
They couldn't go over the fence, mind you, but
I do know they move quick,
Yeah, speedy.
Yeah.
40 miles per hour.
but they can only go in one direction. They can't turn, so that's how you stop
That's
this.
how you trick
you
them.
just need 100 metres.
And they swim fast as well.
How do you know all this?
I like hippos.
I went to a zoo in Japan, and there was I think I mentioned it before where I saw
These
the
are all
big
the animals that
salamander.
never made the cut.
Oh,
Wow. There was the panda Ling Ling who died, and you could buy a figurine of Ling Ling pre and post death in the gift shop.
Oh my
What
God.
do you
Isn't
mean
that crazy?
What, like
Oh, you
a-
could buy like the dead Ling Ling as a
Dead
as a
panda?
figurine, yeah.
Or did
Oh.
they have it in like a case like Vladimir Lenin or
Just
something?
like,
Did they have his eyes shut?
yeah.
Tongue out?
It's kind of interesting.
Why would that be commercially available? The dead version.
I'd
I
buy
think the
that.
dead one was out selling the alive one. We just need to be reminded of this stuff. Does that printer work?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I shouldn't talk about stuff that's not within the home viewer can't see this.
There was
Sorry.
one episode where
He wasn't here one time and we had to do it all ourselves and we put the printer on by accident and it started printing halfway through the episode.
What was it printing?
I don't know, just like
I think it was just the
sample sheets or
generating
something.
instructions. That
Yeah,
use it, you know, that always
yeah, they love doing that.
Logins and shit. They're a law unto themselves.
Yeah,
It's annoying how much technology progresses, and yet the printer still remains just as shite as it has been.
yeah, and it's always trying to take on more work. He goes, "Yep, I'll scan, I'll fax." It's like, we just need you to nail the print. Try to get that right. Yeah, and a weird cable that to go into. It's like almost like a cable that is just for printers.
That's true. The wee dot, the wee two circles.
Yeah,
What the
yeah.
I know. That's
Yeah.
horrible.
Do you
That.
know, to give them their due, what I do like is the little arm that sticks out and catches the paper. That's pretty cool.
That's a nice touch.
Oh yeah, what like the
The little tray thing, the extendable. That's good.
Sometimes when I open the tray and that, it knows I've opened the tray and it gets the wee ink guys ready to
Yeah.
be replaced.
They love firing up.
How do they know?
Yeah, so they're good at that.
They can communicate. Yeah, they are pretty.
We've done a complete 180. It's actually remarkable what they can do.
Well, I mean, what is your experience with 3D printers?
There's a spider, look.
Zero.
Sorry.
Oh my
yeah.
God.
Oh wow!
Just chilling
my
in the
gosh.
armrest.
Can we? You can't zoom in on that, can you?
Probably.
Can you zoom in on that?
It's on the move. It's on the
Well,
move.
he is small. How did you see that from the? Wow.
Yeah, I've got good eyes.
He came down like a Mission Impossible, like
did?
straight.
It was really
I
fun.
should have done a dust to this place before.
No. That's, yeah.
You
Maybe
like
the big animal that's got the biggest size difference.
spider?
Is it a really? Oh, you can get a really small one and quite a big one.
You could get like
Fish.
500 Russian dolls of spiders
Yeah.
inside each other.
Really?
Surely a fish.
Aye, fish.
Well,
but that's not the same type of fish. Whereas
but then
it's
I
just
guess the
different.
same argument
Should we have this
applies,
for
right?
humans so we can have like really tiny ones and really huge ones? Or do you think that's just going to be even more problems?
I think that'd be
Well, already there's a
Even
big
more.
disparity. Like, you know, height is a hot topic amongst people, and we've not got that much difference between us right now. So I could only
It's
imagine.
a hot topic at the moment.
I just feel like generally people, you know, it's a big thing. People get asked their height, all that type
Wow.
of stuff in the dating.
No one's
world.
been talking to me about it. Maybe in your tall world, there's been a lot of discussion at your secret meetings. Eh? The great tall guys. What are you, a 12-footer?
Yes.
Do you like spiders?
I do, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to hurt this one, yeah.
Have you ever like held one?
Yeah, I would touch a spider, I guess, yeah.
You've seen dangerous ones in Australia.
Yeah. But it's not as big a thing as people reckon. And stuff.
Yeah, not in the cities and all that anyway. Yeah. It's more out in the.
The sticks.
Yeah.
It would be scary. Like when I was in Sydney and we went.
You love Australia. Your WhatsApp pictures of you with a koala. I've
is-
seen it.
It is actually.
I zoomed in.
That was in the last day before I went home in 2020.
Can we pop that? Can that guy come on the screen? Am I giving too much work to the editing team?
Yes.
We're going to need that to fly across.
I'll be getting a few messages.
Yeah, you can see. I've zoomed in on the spider, but what were you? Sorry,
I can't remember.
you were in
You're out
Sydney.
this-
You saw us.
Oh yeah, there was one. We were up these hills or whatever in the mountains, and but to get up to the top, you had to go through all this grass, and it just said "Beware of spiders, of snakes." Sorry, and I was like, "That's fucked up." I was scared a lot. But I guess you just get used to it if you're feather.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know anyone who's been personally affected in any way by that kind of thing.
No, less by a snake.
By a snake, no. Only good experiences.
What about sharks? I was scared to go in the water when I was. in
Oh,
Australia,
really?
so-
Nah, you got to swim. There's like 3 of them. They're not that bad.
No, although actually when I was in Perth, we were in the Swan River, and then the next
It's full
day,
of jellyfish.
well, the next day, a girl actually got eaten by a shark, and everyone was slagging me because I didn't want to jump in the water in case that happened, and then it did. So I don't want to say that I was happy that was proved right, but I certainly
Yeah.
was proved right.
Yeah, I just think if it's gonna happen, it will happen to you no matter what. So just you've just got to live your life. Just go in there. Yeah,
Fate. You believe in fate?
yeah, big time. Yeah, you're into fate again? Do you know?
Yeah, within reason. Yeah, sure.
What reason?
I don't believe fate brought me here today with
Let's
you
go.
guys.
Okay.
I think it was
You don't believe that things are predetermined?
no. Although I was reading about this, there was a study like the end of last year. This is a glasses on.
Yeah, can we please?
Yeah, hang on.
This guy's a Calvinist. No, he's not.
A leading neurobiologist in America, I think it was Washington University, they decided that free will is basically an illusion.
Oh,
Marketing.
So
Free will's an illusion.
Yeah, but it was more. It wasn't that it's
But he swam up. He jumped over. He jumped over that kid.
He was dead. He was deadly. That guy.
Went to see it in the cinema.
Because of like marketing and stuff. Marketing.
No, it was more that like
Advertising.
rather than it being predetermined, it's just like you're born a certain class with a certain amount of money, and that narrows your world, and then blah 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 blah, and your world gets narrowed as you go on, and it's like there's only a small set of things that you could do.
Yeah.
In a
Nothing
certain
is in
order.
our control, and even the stuff that we think's in our control, we're biologically predetermined to make those choices. Is that right?
Yeah.
Wow. So that's kind of a good message to just not be too stressed.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
Do you think fate brought you here today?
Oh, absolutely. In an email. It was such a nice email.
Thank you.
And you just guessed the email as well. That was pretty lucky.
Yeah, no, I had several million tries.
Oh yeah, what was your? How'd you get in there?
I have my spies.
Oh my god.
Sam, are you only contactable by email?
I'm big on email.
Because
Yeah.
when I played golf with your friend, as I take it, you and Sam are good friends, and he needed to contact you, and he fucking emailed you,
Yeah.
which is not how I'll get in close, with one of my close mates. No,
Do you still not have a smartphone?
No, I do now because I went to where did I go to? Oh, to Spain, and I didn't want to get lost.
Aye. Did you?
Went to Valencia.
Do you have it in black and white though?
Yeah, it is still in black and white.
Because I tried that recently. I only found out you could do that recently. But then, see, while I was reading the article about how you can do that, later in the article it then said, but our studies showed that it didn't stop people using it any less.
shit,
So I
yeah.
just was like, fuck, I'll just change it back. But do you
Someone
think?
was telling me there's going to be a super app soon where it's like everything just as one. Because I think that's the problem when you've got too many and you're like frequenting. Someone told me recently they call it the patrol, where it's like you go to this one, then you go to this one, and then you go to this one. And it's that, yeah. I think if it was just one lump, maybe that could be what it's called. That would be better.
The lump.
Suddenly you're checking mailboxes in all these different areas. It's like,
Yeah.
it's too much.
What about the VR headsets and all of that? Because people are getting them now and then they're just sitting doing this, aren't they? I suppose it's kind of like these glasses a wee bit, actually. Maybe if they got the VR headsets where they could just be like this. it'd be a
I
lot
think they've
more-
been trying.
Yeah, because they're fucking
Yeah.
massive still, aren't they?
Well,
I
what
think
was
they're
that
just going
Google
to put it straight into your brain pretty soon.
brain chip?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you get one of them?
Oh, yeah, yeah. Even if it didn't work, I'd just be proud to be part of it all.
Just hope it's not the same guys that are making the printers.
Yeah. HP.
But they are good now, the printers, as we discussed.
LaserJet. They do make stuff that LaserJet. You're like, really?
Sounds cool, doesn't
It
it?
does sound.
Yeah.
They're trying to keep it exciting. And there's going to be new paper sizes, hopefully, soon.
Oh yeah.
New paper sizes.
Yeah, round paper.
Alright, aye.
Don't
All
you think
four.
we're always heading towards a circle of any kind? We're wasting our time with these shapes.
Yeah.
Circle
Life is a
phones.
circle, a lot of people say.
Remember those phones that were kind of like circles, but they had points as well? It was like a Nokia, I'm sure.
No.
I think if you're a circle, but you got a point, you're wasting your time. Surely, all in or all out.
It was like a circle,
Like a
but then
bagel?
added 2 points on it. Do you remember that?
Yeah. No, but yeah, no, it's just, yeah.
Do you believe me?
Oh yeah, big yeah. The cameras are getting crazy on the phones. It used to be they want to keep it really small and just like not you don't even notice it. Now they're really protruding out like these sort of like it's like the human eye how it evolved. I don't think we even had them, and then they slowly like people wanted to see light so badly that they slowly popped out.
Think so? Do you think they're evolving at the same mechanism?
Yeah, I really think the eye. Yeah, well, I mean, what is the camera but the eye of the phone? And they are. Don't you notice they are really? Even the ad, I saw the ad for the new one, and it's like these three
They're
like
massive,
prongs.
Yeah.
It's like soon, yeah, they were really.
That's that Google Pixel one now, and it's like showing you, it's like, you're taking a selfie and then you can choose.
You can crop your mates out. Like,
Yeah, or you
fuck
can
him, don't
put like,
him.
if you take 3 photos and like one person looks better in one than the other, you'd swap them in. And
Yeah, it creeps me out, that advert. I don't like
know.
seeing that.
Yeah, there is so many creepy advertisements.
Yeah. Give them 50 quid.
Yeah,
Get the CEO down.
yeah, there is. It's not okay.
How was Taskmaster? Good, Good laugh.
Did you win it? Did you win it?
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
But I don't think it's really that competitive.
No.
Yeah,
What was the prize?
you get
Get to
trophy.
do 5 at the rap party.
Yeah, you get you win a trophy, a gold head of the guy.
An unpaid gig at 21 so.
Yeah, unpaid. They yeah, you get just the trophy of the head, and yeah, more opportunities in the media landscape. Fingers crossed, eyes on the prize.
That's very cool.
Yeah,
Well, it's manifested already.
absolutely.
Did you see the style that you've developed, Sam? Did you always have that when you were starting out in comedy, or did you try different things?
Oh yeah, I'm still trying. Always be building, never showcase. Yeah, I still bomb all the times, mostly.
Do you? No, that could be true.
I'm always bombing.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
But do you know the thing I remember thinking when I'd seen you first was that it felt
This
like
guy is not getting any laughs.
the opposite actually, because I just felt like there was so many people that had already seen you were so on board. Because at first I'm like, what? Like I was like, oh, this guy is interesting, but it felt like so many people were already were in on it.
Right.
And I was like, oh, that's an interesting thing. But I guess it must be a hard road to get to that point where everyone's on board, and then for there you can take it in more interesting places.
Yeah, I don't know. I always think it's like you almost shouldn't worry about it too much because some crowds are just there and then some it's just never going to happen, you know? They're just going to stare at you and you can't like afterwards, you know, these people who like turn into a puddle afterwards and it's like, oh, this and I bombed. And it's like, who cares? Like it's over and then there will be the new one. You must, that's the best thing about it.
That's true, actually. And it's, you know, you
So
can't
you don't
control
get
it.
stressed when you're if you're.
I mean, I still do, but I try not to be. I want to be a sandcastle and I will always be able to rebuild, you know?
That's true.
I was
I want to be the sand king of my sand castle with a perfect sand prostate.
I was thinking when you went to see Sam, we know sitting next to
Yeah, I think I told you this, Sam, but I was sitting next to Alan Carr.
The chatty man!
The chatty man! And you know what? He was good as gold. He didn't chat once.
Really?
He was loving it.
He was laughing?
And I don't know him at all. We arrived separately, but we were sat together. And he would laugh at one of your jokes, and then he would laugh to me again. He'd go like that. He'd go, and he would do like an impression of Alan Carr to me.
Wow.
So I got to watch 2 shows that night.
Did you get to chatting to the guy?
No, I never actually. I thought give him
Wasn't
some
that
space.
chatty?
No,
Just as
he gets
we
enough
asides.
chatting in his, his
Yeah,
daily
right.
life.
Yeah, but it's exciting to have a celeb in.
Always.
You must get that quite a lot now, particularly in London at the Fringe and stuff. You'll get the big names in. Do you like to be aware of that, or do you just not want to know who's in?
Oh, yeah, you never want to know that someone's in.
Aye.
You know what? God forbid a friend comes, it's horrible. They're like, I'm here. You're like, what are you doing? It's wrong.
Aye, because that's the thing, isn't it? It's like if however they see it go on the night, it's how they think it will always be.
Yeah. They got
And
no
you're just
clue.
like, ugh.
These people, they're simpletons. But yeah, you don't have that much control. You've just got to go.
You're on Would I Lie to You? Was there any stories from that they didn't use that were like truth stories?
I think they used a lot of it, yeah.
Did they?
I
I wanted to see if you could tell us one and we would see if it's true or false.
What to tell a story that I told on that they.
That no one's seen.
Oh right, yeah. No, I think I told 2. I think it all happened so quickly, and you're next to this guy Lee Mack. He's a comedy sprinkler. He's like, so you've really got to be like, they're filming for a bit, and you're like, I got to say something here. I've got to I've got to throw something out there.
Is it hard to get
something
your bits in like that?
He's just that he is really, really quick.
You follow comedy a lot, and you're quite a kind of comedy sort of. Well, efficient. Like you watch so much stuff, and like
I've never seen anything.
But do you like to kind of keep on top of like everything comedy wise, like for old stuff to what's going on now and different?
Oh, a little bit, I guess. I'm reading Buster Keaton's book,
aye?
or a book about him. When he started, they didn't have. Well, yeah, he was there when they like started doing movies properly.
Yeah.
Like they had screens, and they're like, nah, it'll never really work. They couldn't even think of a name for it for ages. It was called like Zool and all these other names, and then they're like, motion picture, and then. Someone was like, they're actually getting pretty good. And Buster Keaton's dad, Joe Keaton, who they're acting, he started when he was a really little kid, and he would just kind of kick him and throw him around and stuff like that. The dad would.
And that's where he got all this sort of.
Yeah, he became just like a, and he was called Buster Keaton. You know who gave him that name?
Who?
Harry Houdini.
Really?
Yeah,
The magician?
yeah, he was friends with his parents, and he goes, "This kid keeps falling over. We're old Buster over here." And then he was at they're like, at one point they're like, "Oh, he was getting into this new music called jazz." And that was jazz, but they hadn't turned the S's into Z's yet. Isn't that crazy? Yeah. He's hanging out with Fatty Arbuckle. They're trying to buy a gravel pit. It's a really good book.
And I suppose they were doing then with the like before the talkies came along, they were basically doing what Rowan Atkinson does, not
I was
ever
gonna say.
talking.
Yeah, there is something to it. I think they do talk about like it kind of lost a bit of the magic when they started talking.
Aye.
Like film stars were bigger then than they have ever been because I don't know, there was just something so what was that word? Ethereal about it.
And that carried over, I think, because like when you hear about Hitchcock, they talk about Hitchcock saying when the plot's been done and all that, and then you add the dialogue like as an afterthought. I didn't really care that much about the dialogue. Well, you'd think that would be quite sort of important in comedy still, because obviously certain things have got to be said a certain way. But I suppose so much is about the plot and then just putting somebody underneath, getting them to push the fucking piano up the stairs or whatever the fuck it is.
The guy who wrote Breaking Bad, Vince Gilligan or something, that's what he said. Dialogue's the last thing he thinks about.
Yeah.
Just the cherry on.
I mean, maybe we could do just a bit of silent
comedy.
podcast.
Yeah.
Should we try it just a little bit?
Yeah.
Just still. It's not quite. It doesn't have quite the same magic.
I do think in the silent films they were still moving.
Yeah.
It wasn't also dark.
and it wasn't available primarily in an audio form.
No, that's I'm gonna try this stuff.
Would you ever like to get involved in the motion pictures, Sam? Because you've been a comedy sort of whirlwind and stand up and all that sort of stuff. Would you like to think that you would move on to do more
Loved
stuff?
your blaps, by the way.
Thanks, dude. That's nice of you.
Yeah, no, it was great. Fantastic.
I really liked them as well.
Oh, thanks, Jim. Really moved too well.
So what about that?
Jesus
I
Christ.
prefer the BBC Three one, to be honest. No, they were no, they were both great. I did like the what was the name of the book? Alien.
Oh.
Can
Yeah,
you
I don't know.
remember?
Yeah. Alien attack or something?
Yeah, something like
Alien
that.
president? It's all aliens, isn't it?
Would you like to do more of that stuff, like you write and act and stuff in?
Oh, yeah, maybe, yeah. I don't mind a bit of that kind of stuff.
No.
It's acting and it's not something that I'm super confident with.
No.
I'm not good at when you've got stuff to do. I was in a sitcom called Bloods about paramedics. And whenever I had stuff, like there was a bit where I had to drive and I was like we were on the back of a trailer and so I was like fake driving, but I was just going like crazy. This is wrong. Yeah, but it's pretty fun, that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Was stand up your
I
first?
wouldn't mind playing Rumpelstiltskin in an adaptation.
I could see that.
Yeah. Don't you reckon
Yeah.
he'd be pretty good?
No, it'd be cool, yeah.
Yeah.
What was
He's
his
creepy, man.
What was his vibe again? What did he do?
Rumpelstiltskin. Okay, so let me set the scene.
Yeah.
This is some guy is bragging about his daughter. He's like, she's so good. She has been doing some of the best weaving yet. And everyone's like, oh, we got to catch some of this. And the king finds out. He's like, yeah, so, and he's lying. The dad, he's just full of it. He's just lying. He goes, yeah, she can weave hay into gold pretty much. It's pretty good. And the king's like, geez, I wouldn't mind seeing that. And he goes, oh, yeah, maybe. And he goes, no, you better show me. Like, I think there is, and the king's like maybe threatening to chop off his head, or there's something going on where he's like, I'm going to need to see that. And he's like, oh, yeah, maybe. But he goes, I'm going to need to see that tomorrow. And the dad's like, goes home and he's like, oh, I have told the king that you can weave hay into gold. Do you reckon you can do that? And she's like, what? No, I can't do that. Then luckily, this is where Rumpelstiltskin comes in. He is a famous imp. Well,
Right.
not famous, but he is this imp. And he's like, I could do that. I could help you out with this. And she's like, really? And he goes, absolutely. If we make a deal. And she's like, any deal, we've got to do this. And he goes, let me. And back then, firstborns. But now they're called an eldest child. But back then, firstborns were huge and everyone wanted to get their hands on one.
Yeah.
So Rumpelstiltskin's like, give us your firstborn. She hasn't had their firstborn yet. And do you know what I mean? She doesn't even have it. So she's like, oh, yeah, of course. Yeah. You know, because that's the future girl that's thinking about that.
It's like the Amazon trial or something.
It is exactly like a demo trial. Yes, yeah. You're like, oh, I'll pay that. You know, yeah, you've entered the detail. And he's got her details. He's got the firstborn. So he weaves this. The king sees it. He's like, this is so good. I'm going to need to marry her. And the dad's like, do you want to see her? And he goes, no, let's do it. And so they just get married. He loves this golden promise that has been made. And then she gets pregnant and she remembers. She's like, oh, fuck. I have promised that. Oh, I have promised. Oh, I have promised a firstborn to this imp. And then he shows up again and he's like, oh, yes, I see you are about to have a baby and it's all going to be mine. And she's like, oh, is there any way can we discuss this? You know, this was before and now I'm really attached to this sort of zygote. And then he goes, okay, if you guess my name tomorrow morning, I'll give you this this baby, this firstborn.
Yes.
And people are like, why would he do that? That seems, and this is the gambler's mindset. It is a disease, and never has an illness been this thrilling. I'm serious. He do you know what I mean? If you know people who have this, that is, it makes sense that he's done that. Uncut Gems, and so it's Hefty Brother. And so the next morning, she follows him into a She wants to, and he goes, "If you can guess my name, I will." Yeah, the deal is off, and I won't get my greasies on this firstborn. So the next day, she follows him to a cafe and watches him order, and that's how she learned his name.
And it all goes back to the people in the cafes. That's where they recruit them. For
Spying.
Exactly.
It's come full circle.
It has. We've turned hay into gold. My boys. But yeah, so I would like to play Rumpelstiltskin.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
I think we could sort that.
Yeah, because
Get an AI to write it.
impish people, they're not very represented in the media.
No. And you are quite impish, I would say, Sam, if
yeah.
you don't make me saying
How
so.
would you
to say-
describe an imp? What would you say?
Cheeky as hell, I would say.
Anemic, too much gum in the smile. Yeah. Just not really
Goblin adjacent, I'd
Goblin
say.
adjacent.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
An imp. There's a football team called the Red Imps.
Red Imps, Lincoln Red Imps. They're
Imps.
from Gibraltar because they beat Celtic in a qualifier once. The Lincoln Red Imps, they're called.
Wow, you laugh and you learn. Yeah, no, it is true. Yeah, yeah, the imps. Can we get some imps coming? I can send them through. I've got a hard drive full of imp pics.
Is that right? Is that legal?
They're always rubbing their hands like flies.
Right. Is that what you used to hack into the British Library?
Next time you guys are in London, I'll take you to the British Library. I'm a member.
I'd love to go.
Yeah,
Just full of books of stolen from other countries.
No, that's the museum. Oh.
These are books they've paid.
Try to do a bit
lot.
of satire over
Doing a
it.
bit. Doing a bit.
No, people do come in and always
your best.
they always
Listen,
do
I thought that
go
was a
into
good
the
bit.
library asking to see the what is it, the Rosetta Stone.
Oh yeah.
Because
I
I
think
teaches
it's-
you French.
Yeah,
or
all
whatever.
Duolingo now.
Wow, the glasses added. to
Yeah, I just happened to
Yeah,
put them on
they
as I said it. I wasn't even
That
doing
was
it.
We should
really
just have you wearing them every episode now, Stu, I think. It'd be.
But just hitting it with like the shittest chat you've ever heard in your life and doing it like 40 times an episode.
It's like those. Is it CSI or something? It says a zinger and it does that. It's pretty cool. Or one of those.
Remember
programs.
the Thug Life things they
Yeah,
used to
that
do?
meme
Remember
thing.
they'd always put that on there?
Do you remember the Shutter Shades in 2000 and around 2012? Yeah.
Can you?
I always think they should do Venetian, like Venetian blinds. Up and down. That could help him rehabilitate.
I think so.
That's going to bring people together,
Yeah.
finally.
There's too much hate in the world.
That's true. How do we solve it, Sam?
It's all communication, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Doing podcasts, basically?
I think podcasting is the answer. Yeah.
I don't know what the question is.
Yeah. Get Zelensky and Putin on the Adam Buxton show. Let them just go for it.
Well, listen, Sam, that about covers it, I believe. For
I
this.
think that's a
Was that
straightforward
all right? I
edit.
never know.
Brilliant.
Was that okay? Was
Yeah.
was it serious enough? Was it too foolish? Are we
And
It was
no.
perfect,
Any
man.
closing remarks?
closing remarks?
Any more links you'd like us to put up on the...
Maybe just the Olympic rings.
Yeah.
Can you put them up there?
The Olympics.
Get excited, they're coming.
That was a big deal for you growing up, was it?
Yeah, I think about it a lot. Yeah, it was just
Is that
huge.
2000?
Yeah,
Sydney, was it?
it was in Sydney, but it was also in Melbourne, and then it's going to be in Brisbane.
Wow.
It's incredible.
What's your favourite Olympic event?
Well, Australia always does very well at the swimming, but my favourite event, I don't mind a bit of shot put and stuff like that. Yeah,
You want to be able to throw stuff, but you can only have it your chin.
yeah, exactly.
I was pretty good at that in school.
Ooh, maybe we could end it, but could you shot put something into the camera to end the show?
Smash the lens.
What can we have there? So let's get Mark Silcox's head. You hold it there. You hold it there. Hold it there.
Sam,
yeah.
we will need
Hold
you
it
to
there.
edit this.
Yeah, yeah. I'll add that in. Oh, yeah, do you want to do one more? Okay. Add
Right, no.
into which one? Oh, we're all going to do it.
All right. No, I just thought you were doing it.
Oh, no, we should all do one.
And then
Alright.
Hippo winning the 100 metres.
Okay.
3,
Into this one then.
1.
Yeah, if you send
There
me
you
the
go.
files, I'll add them in.
Sam, it's been a pleasure having you in here.
Thank you very much.
And also, just before we go, Sam, how can people follow you, man?
Just send me an email.
We'll put that in the description as well. At McDonald's Comedy, if you'd like to see some of Sam's stuff, including your very funny appearances recently on Would I Like You, and
But no pressure.
Cats Does Countdown, very funny stuff. And you've got your special companion on YouTube.
Oh yeah,
as
this
well.
guy. Wow, you guys are so.
And you're coming back to Glasgow
In June at the,
26th of
at the
June,
King's Theatre.
As ever, just please remember to like and subscribe, give us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts and Spotify, and you can follow us at SomeLaughPod on Instagram, TikTok and Twitter, and send any question you've got to the email address, which is somelaughpod@gmail.com. Aside from that, guys, thanks a lot for tuning in, and we'll speak to you very soon.
Thank you. Cheers, Sam.
See you later.
Thanks, and be careful out there, guys.